Okay, so as far as my classroom rules go, I'm not one of those teachers that feels like that you have to have rules. I kind of am a firm believer that there's usually an exception to every rule. So I came up with 3 easy expectations that a lot of rules can fall into. You guys are in high school, you can figure it out. So as long as you're abiding by these 3 things, we're good. So let's talk about first, be ready. This is all about being ready for class, having your notebook, having your paper, having something to write with, which is really easy in here because you keep a notebook in here on the shelf, and aside from walking in and having something to write with, being ready is something that should come very easily. The other thing is kind of mentally being ready. So, looking at your objective, internalizing it, and being ready to kind of focus on what we're talking about that day. The second one is be respectful. I'm really big on this, and it's not so much respect for me as it is respect for the people that are in the class. I can take judgment from you guys or attitude from you guys as we're getting to know each other. I know that I'm a new teacher and you haven't figured out, if you're going to like me or not like me, and that's all fine. But when you make other people in the class feel uncomfortable, that's when I start to take it really seriously. This is an environment that we're going to share a lot about our personal lives, and I really don't want there to be a situation where another student feels like that they're being disrespected. So respect is very important in here. One of the reasons why we're spending a lot of time getting to know each other this first week is just to make sure that we understand how to treat each other and the individual needs that everybody has, whether it be a language barrier or a learning disability or just the fact that you are hard to get to know. We want to be respectful of everybody's needs in here. And then the last one is be safe. Be safe is really important. No matter what family and consumer science class that you're in this room, we're going to be dealing with, knives and sewing machines that can sew right through your hand. And I just don't want to be in a position where you're goofing around and somebody ends up getting hurt. So if we can be ready, be respectful, and be safe, then we can get along in this classroom. Here's the last bit that I feel like is really important to address, and that is, as a high school teacher, I feel like you guys are responsible for each other. If you see somebody next to you who is, not doing what they're supposed to be doing, call them out on it. You guys are responsible for each other. If they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and I know that you were sitting next to them, I'm going to hold you almost equally responsible for their actions because you could have easily said, knock it off. So help each other out so that nobody gets in trouble. Keep each other on task. Watch each other's back. You are responsible for each other. So keep these 3 things in mind, keep each other in check, and we'll be able to get along.